This video segment discusses the common types of pension programs found in the marketplace and compares them to the annuity plan administered by the pension boards. Let's start with a description of a defined benefit plan, commonly referred to as a DB plan. In this type of retirement program, annual benefits are defined, hence the name, by a formula expressing an annuity payable at age 65. A typical formula might be something like salary times years of service times a percent. Let's walk through an example. Assume you are earning $50,000 salary at retirement and had worked for 20 years. The benefit might be $50,000 times 20 years times 1%. This equals $10,000, or the annual annuity payable at age 65. Generally, a number of adjustments are then applied: the age at which the benefit commences, the form of benefit such as joint and survivor option, and other factors may impact the amount. The distinct advantage of a defined benefit plan is that the annuities are pooled so that benefits can be paid for an individual's lifetime without the risk of outliving one's retirement savings. Defined benefit plans were once very popular, but their prevalence has waned in favor of defined contribution plans. A defined contribution plan, commonly referred to as a DC plan, is one in which the contribution, unlike the benefit, is defined. A 401k plan is the most common type of DC plan. The annuity plan for the United Church of Christ is also a defined contribution plan, known as a 403b9 plan, but contains an important feature that is exclusive to church plans that I'll describe in more detail later. So, how does a defined contribution plan work? A common structure is one where the employer, or church, contributes to a plan on behalf of its employees. Employees themselves can also contribute, usually on a pre-tax basis, in order to save more. This account grows during one's working career with both contributions and earnings based on the investment elections made by the participant. At retirement, the participant has the flexibility and responsibility to manage that account balance by continuing to invest it while taking distributions to provide retirement income. This can be challenging since one must manage investment returns and distributions, all the while keeping a keen eye on longevity so as to not outlive the money. Let's walk through a simple example of a defined contribution plan. Assume an employer makes a pension contribution of $500 for an employee. That $500 grows with earnings for a year, assume at 5%, so that after the first year, the account has grown to $525. Now another employer contribution is made of $500, so that the total account balance is now $1,025. This pattern continues with the crediting of contributions and earnings until retirement. It should be noted that the earnings part of the equation can be quite volatile based on the underlying investments chosen by the participant. That said, the real strength of a defined contribution plan lies in the power of compounded interest. Now that we have a basic understanding of the two types of retirement plans, let's turn our attention to the annuity plan for the United Church of Christ. As mentioned earlier, the annuity plan is a 403b9 defined contribution plan. Just like other defined contribution plans, the goal is to grow an account balance during one's working years through contributions and earnings. At retirement, however, the annuity plan differs from a typical defined contribution plan and begins to feel more like a defined benefit plan. Let me explain further. After years of building an account balance, it's now time to retire. Under the annuity plan, 80% of the account balance derived from employer contributions must be annuitized. What does that mean? Well, it means that it must be converted to an annuity that pays lifetime benefits. The remaining 20% of account balance derived from employer contributions and up to 100% of the account balance derived from employee contributions can be taken in the form of a lump sum, rolled to another plan or an IRA, or kept with the pension boards in a retirement savings account, also known as the RSA. It is for this reason that we often say the annuity plan is the perfect combination of defined contribution and defined benefit. There is flexibility during the accumulation phase and protection of lifetime income during the retirement phase. There is no possibility of outliving one's nest egg. the annuities are paid for your lifetime or the lifetime of your joint annuitant. The retirement industry is grappling with ways to provide benefits exactly like the annuity plan does. Unfortunately, 401k and similar plans are not permitted to self-annuitize as the annuity plan does. It's also important to note that annuities paid from the annuity plan are not fixed annuities. They are considered variable annuities and can be adjusted up or down based on the investment experience of the underlying assets. We hope this presentation has provided helpful information about the basic structure of the annuity plan for the United Church of Christ. Please contact us if you have any questions.